Welcome back to Stitch and Bear Time. My name is Leslie and we're going to be making the Chubby Bunny quilt block. This is the very last quilt block I'll be offering for this sew along, so head on over to stitchandbeartime.com to get your free version of the Chubby Bunny quilt block. This will be available for free for just the month of August 2025. We're going to start off this block by making the bunny ears. And this is actually, I would say, the hardest part of this whole pattern. And if you know how to make half square triangles, it's not even that bad. So I start off with this little square pink piece of fabric, border it with some low volumes, and then I go into the traditional 2 at a time method of making half square triangles. And don't worry, it does come out a little bit bigger than what we need. So you're going to trim those down to size, and they'll end up being the perfect size that you need for this block. My best piece of advice is to press everything open. This is so when you trim everything down, you're not fighting bulky seams and you're going to get more accurate results. Now let's take a short little break, say hello to Peekaboo, he's my sewing buddy. Okay, so let's move on from the ears. Got past that part, phew. All right, so now we're gonna be making just a few little itty bitty half square triangles, and of course we're gonna be trimming these down as well. Now these little half square triangles are going to make up part of the tail, and you're going to want to pay close attention to how I lay these out. As you can see, there are some little half square triangles in that tail and some solid pieces of green fabric. The half square triangles are pressed open. The bigger pieces of green fabric are pressed out to the side. We're going to be moving on to the face now, and we're going to be working top down, and it just goes row by row. So in the very top row, we'll be doing some stitch and flip, and then in the next row, we're going to be making the eyes. I would recommend pressing towards the eyes, towards the black fabric, so that way it doesn't show through so much. And it's kind of a tight fit, but as you can see there, it actually works out pretty well. And then with the little button nose that's in the next row here, just pay attention to where the stitch and flip should be in order for everything to match up correctly. And just like that, you have a little bunny face. Isn't he cute? Yes, you did see more half square triangles in there, but notice how they're in a different layout. This is going to make up the bottom of the bunny tail. And just like before, we're going to press this little section open just so everything lays nice and flat. And after this part, we're making the body of the bunny, and it's just some simple stitch and flip. You're going to do it on all 4 corners, and then once you attach this part to the tail, you have the 3rd row of your bunny done. Once you have all 3 rows done, it's time to put them together. And this is the point where you're going to take out your pins and pin away. And there's just several points that you want to make sure they're going to match up, especially those bunny ears to the top of the head. And once you have everything pressed and it's all nice and flat, you have a completed Chubby Bunny. And that's it. That's the very last block. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make the My Little Adventure Quilt block by block, month by month, and I cannot wait to do this again with another one of my patterns. Bye!